If you're wondering why I'm wearing shades right now, it's because I just finished watching Inside starring Cosmo Jarvis, Guy Pearce, and Vincent Miller, and oh my god, this film has emotionally destroyed me. It has emotionally destroyed me. There is no other way I can put this out. The film is about Mel, a youngish guy who is sent to prison, and there he is given the responsibility of, writing a letter to his victim, the person he killed, and he's meant to apologize to him in a way. Obviously, Mel is not comfortable with the idea, but in order to get parole, he has to write this letter, and obviously, this letter will never be sent to the victim or the victim's family. Now, while he's writing this letter, Mel, in a very strange way, is very emotional and brutally honest. And let me tell you what he writes. And you guys, I kid you not, this line itself hit me like a rock. And it was at this moment when I knew this film was just going to emotionally wreck me, which it eventually did. The line which he writes in the letter is, Jason, they want me to write you a letter and pretend that I have changed so they can give me parole. But that's not true. I have not changed. No one else does. No one does. So it's such an emotional, vulnerable moment where I was like, okay, this guy has killed someone and he has to pretend that he has changed to get the parole. And just the brutal, unfiltered honesty that we get from Mel writing this letter, I mean, it just shook me. And I was like really into this film, right from this point onwards. Now, he follows this up with a similar hard-hitting truth bomb, uh, and he continues writing. He says that if they stop letting people like us out of parole, things would get better. So there's this intense feeling of guilt that Mel struggles with, where he says that there is something about people like us; they are really broken on the inside, and you just know that he's not happy and he's not proud of what he has done. In comes Guy Pearce, who plays Warren. Warren is given the task of killing Shephard, Mark Shephard, who is played by Cosmo Jarvis. Now, in order to kill, Shephard, Warren employs Mel, because Mel and Shephard are apparently roommates. He essentially decides to, take his help and give him some amount in exchange for killing. And meanwhile, Warren gets parole and he gets to spend a day with his son. Now, what follows next is, I would not want to spoil it for any of you. That's as far as I can go. But let me just tell you, you guys, this is the kind of film that, you really want to watch, because it really gets into the head of its characters. It really digs deep into their psyche, their emotions, the unprocessed guilt, the trauma. In a flashback, we also see what made Mel do a lot of these horrible things, and just why does he feel so dehumanized, now that he is behind bars and now that he's jailed. Now, the ending of this film, I wish I could talk about at length, but I cannot, since, the film hasn't been seen by as many people and it's not out in theaters. But believe you me, just the ending of this film deserves a separate video where we can discuss all the possibilities, because it's one of those endings that really leave you, I won't say conflicted, but it really leaves you thinking, oh my god, like, what did I just see? And honestly speaking, if you were to ask me to sum up the entire film in a few words, I would say fucking brilliant, amazing, tear jerking, emotionally devastating, and it's absolutely beautiful. I would highly recommend you to watch it, because as far as I know, the film is going to release in US theaters towards the end of June. Correct me if I'm wrong. And if you want to continue, watching my Tribeca film reviews, hit the like and subscribe button.